Hi, I'm Aslam Mullah and I am a registered attorney, and in today's video I'm going to be addressing a common aspect that I see in practice, which is constructive dismissals. I'm going to be taking you through three major principles when it comes to proving constructive dismissal either at the CCMA or Labour Court or at your disciplinary hearing. The first major principle is, what is a constructive dismissal? A constructive dismissal is the forced resignation of an employee because the employer made the working environment so intolerable that the employee had no choice but to resign. Let me say that again. A constructive dismissal occurs when an employee resigns from work because the employer made the working environment so intolerable that the employee had no choice but to resign from work. What are some examples of constructive dismissal? Examples include harassment at work, bullying at work, victimization, constant abuse in front of colleagues, not being paid salary on time. These are some common examples of constructive dismissal kinds of actions towards you. The second principle is the employee must first take steps to resolve the matter internally before claiming constructive dismissal. What do I mean by that? I mean that if you are considering claiming constructive dismissal, it's best to first try and resolve the matter internally. Some practical tips would be file a grievance at work, or contact the HR or the owner and explain your situation. Ask them for guidance. Ask them to, if they can come to a mutually agreeable solution to this problem. And if the company refuses to assist you or your requests are ignored, then you may have no choice but to claim a constructive dismissal. Also, it's more powerful when you present that evidence at the CCMA to tell the commissioner, I tried to resolve the matter internally. Here are the emails I've had. Here are the meetings I've had. Here are the minutes of the meetings. Here are the phone calls I've done. They just have not assisted me and I had no choice but to resign from work. The third major principle is, make sure you have your evidence of that behavior, that victimization behavior, that abusive behavior, or whatever behavior that led you to resign from work. Make sure you have that evidence ready. Screenshots, documents, witnesses, whatever you need to prove your case, make sure you have that evidence ready, because that is critical. If you're claiming constructive dismissal, you are the party that starts at the CCMA. Your evidence is going to start the process. Therefore, it's very important to make sure that you have your evidence ready. In summary, what did we cover in this video? We looked at what's the definition of constructive dismissal. We also looked at the importance of making sure that you follow all internal processes and procedures to make sure it can get resolved first internally, and if it can't get resolved internally, then we can claim constructive dismissal and a forced resignation. And the third aspect is the importance of making sure that we have the right evidence to prove our case at the CCMA. If you need help in your particular situation with regard to constructive dismissal or advice on a labor law issue, you're more than welcome to click the link below and book an appointment with our office. I wish you all the best and good luck.